What's up guys, Blackwar here and welcome back to another video, and today we're back for the 30th episode of the PCM 2019 Sunweb career mode. In today's episode we will do the entire Tour de Pologne, 7 stages. We've got a really B-Tech team. We're not there to win, I'm not gonna lie. The team isn't good, but you never know, some weird thing could happen. Right, first stage between Krakow and Krakow. The team we're rolling with on this week race in Poland: Nikas Arndt, Martin Tuesvelt, Johannes Follenga, Roy Curvus, Louis Verweyck, Nicolas Roche, Jan Bakelands. I mean, I said it was a shit team. I wasn't lying. It's a really B-Tech squad we're rolling with, but I mean, I don't really want to use any of my good riders for a race like that. Also, the fact that my leaders all have like a lot of race days, and the one that won the Tour de France are currently on the classiques at San Sebastian. So yeah, they're preparing the Vuelta. These guys are just not preparing anything, preparing like the races during the Vuelta, like the Brussels Classic, or I don't know, all them races that are useless. Well, we're pushing the sprints, and I'm just taking a look at this team. We're looking very poor on the sprinters. Like, I know I didn't put a team decent for the GC, but I thought I had like this like a sprinter. I don't. I've got Nikas Arndt, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But we're gonna have to do a madness with Nikas Arndt to try and get a decent result against the likes of Dylan Groenewegen or Giacomo Nizzolo. We struggled to find a gap, but we finally got one. We finally have a gap on the right-hand side of the road. Jan Bakelands is the one pacing with Nicolas Roche, Martin Tuesvelt, and Nikas Arndt in the wheel. I know it's not the most efficient train you've ever seen. I am aware of that, but don't worry, it's all good. 5k to go. I haven't used my gel, which I should have done. I panicked here. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the sprints launched by Nicolas Roche. I know there's a lot of corners, I think, in this sprint, so the quicker I'm at the front, the better. If I could be at the front, though, that would be absolutely ideal. Nikas Arndt is fighting, I think, for 5th place. That's not something I expected. The win... Oh, Nizzolo on the line. Jumps Gronal Janssen, Rixabel, Groenewegen, Mosquete, Tuesvelt, Thomas, and Maclay Deby, who finished 6th and 8th for the first stage of the Tour de Pologne. A very odd sprint, considering Janssen is 2nd. Right, this is how the stage looks like. GC is slightly different with the guys who took some points in the breakaway, like Michael Honoré in 3rd position. Next up, Tarnowski Gori, Katowice. We're on the way for the 2nd stage of the Tour de Pologne between Tarnowski Gori and Katowice. Similar stage to yesterday, a stage that I don't feel will be particularly interesting for us, so it's probably going to be a hot cut until the last 15 kilometers. Right, as expected, final 10k to go. I don't know if anything happened in the stage. I think probably there has been a breakaway, but I mean, I think like Van Kersbuurt can Kampenart or something. Louis Verweyck is currently dying. I may or may not have had a slight issue. He stayed on effort 70 from kilometer 1 till the final sprint, which was kilometer 90. So the man appears to be struggling, which I do understand. However, Nikas Arndt is in the will of everyone. Not a great day for our German sprinter, so I'm not expecting big things from him. We're just gonna try and do our best, try to like maybe get a, I don't know, a top 5 would be nice. I would definitely take a top 5 over well, I mean, with the sprinters there are on this tour. We're 1.4k to go. We're gonna launch the sprint with Martin Tuesvelt, and Nikas Arndt is gonna go now, and the win today is for Benjamin Thomas. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. Nikas Arndt finishes. Sorry, Martin Tuesvelt gets 2nd. Nikas Arndt 3rd. Danielos, Rigsabel, Nizzolo, Tomabuda, Moschetti, Ronewegen, and Magnus Cort Nielsen. Brilliant. What a shit sprint. Another day, another flat stage. This Tour of Pologne is just boring. It just is. There's only 2 interesting stages, and they'll be later down this tour. So once again, hard cut until the finish. Alright, just under 20k to go. We've paused the game because there's been an incident. There has been a crash, including none other than the main man, Giacomo Nizzolo. Yeah, it's ropes for dimension data. I need to check who else is in that group. Matthias Frank, Nathan Brown, Sean Bennett, Bernard Eisel, J. Robert Thompson, Bruno Armira, Jürgen Roland, Dan Maclay, Ryan Gibbons, Reinhard Jens van Rensburg, sorry. Nizzolo, Evtuchenko, anyone else behind? Louis Mentiès, Samuel Dumoulin, Michael Gogol, Josef Sani, Amund Gronal Janssen, who was 5th of the GC, Luka Pibanik, and Vasil Kirienka. Peloton 13.9k to go. I'm going to stop pacing with everyone because that literally makes no sense. And we're going to make our train. Same train as yesterday, with this time Bakelans instead of Nicolas Roche. And Roche instead of Bakelans. Roy Cavus, Johannes Frolenga, and we're going to pace now. We're actually going to pace for once, because the aim is to drop as much as we can the yellow jersey. No sign of Benjamin Thomas in the group behind. Currently taking the lead of the yellow jersey, as he got 2 seconds at the intermediate sprint at kilometer 10. Still breakaway though: Martin Marcato, Tim de Klerk, Reinders, Dimitri Strakov, and Jérôme Cousin. Not sure they'll be in the break for long, but they're currently giving it all. Frolenga, why do you block everyone? How has that physically happened? Right? How is this man crashed on his own in a straight line? Roy Cavers, you are something else. Yurai Shagan and Wang have fallen. No retirements. Sorry, apparently. Arslanov was the GC leader of Gazprom. Wow. Well, that looks like a solid L for me. Let's put Johannes Frolenga back in the train now, because he needs to replace Roy Cavus. There we go. Solid move. 4.4k until the line. We've been blocked, but that's just how we do stuff on PCM now. There you go. Nicolas Roche starting his sprint. Jan Bakelans in the wheel. We're going to try not to crash this time. At least we're going to give it our best shot. Who's that? That's Tom Schoens. Yeah, Tom Schoens starting his sprint very early. And Nikas Arndt is not going to be able to have a decent sprint. The win today for Dylan Groenewegen ahead of Nikas Arndt, Magnus Cort Nielsen. No, Cort Nielsen gets second, Nikas Arndt third. Thomas Buda, Benjamin Thomas, who will get the leader's jersey. Martin Tuzelt 11th. Okay, interesting sprint. We bring him another podium though. We grab a 3rd place with Nikas Arndt, back-to-back 3rd position with the German. I don't think there's been any gaps. There hasn't. Nizzolo group. Oh, Nizzolo is in the main peloton. He managed to come back. Okay, well, Groenewegen takes the lead ahead of Benjamin Thomas and Nizzolo. My maths were completely off. Oh yeah, because Groenewegen was first at the intermediate, my bad. But yeah, that's how the GC looks like after 3 stages. Next up, it's finally some hills. We finally have some hills. We most likely will get some action today between Jevorsno and the other town. 170k to go today. I don't know who's the member leader, because Martin Tuzelt had a decent start of the tour, fitness peak and all that, but it's slowly falling. Meanwhile, we still have Louis Verveek, so we might have to give the leadership, to either him or Jan Bakelans. There are some possibilities, but There is also an intermediate sprint in just under 6 kilometers. Probably a lot of guys are going to try and get some points. I'm thinking maybe Benjamin Thomas, currently wearing the white jersey, or even Dylan Groenewegen. It would make sense that they try to keep their jersey. Look at Floris Zeter compared to Taco van der Hoorn. Like, the size of Taco van der Hoorn is massive. There's an attack. First move, Reinders or Reinders. We're gonna follow him with Nika Sant. Yeah, let's have some fun. I mean, there's literally nothing I'm gonna have to do with Nika Sant. So just let's have Groenewegen sprinting, and let's counter him. Although he probably hasn't used a lot of energy. Yeah, it would make sense that Groenewegen beats me on the sprint. Right, for the first time on this Tour de Pologne, we're not going to wait until the end of the race to take a look at what's happening. We're in the breakaway with Nika Sant. I mean, I was doing the sprint with Groenewegen and Stefan Kung, and then Stefan Kung decided to attack. Nika Sant stayed in the wheel for some reason, and yeah, here we go. Meanwhile, we're getting dropped in the peloton because that's just what you love to see when I'm going to be 86 with the guys, because I don't want to get dropped. A lot of good guys in the breakaway though, if we take a look at it, mainly Dimitri Strakov, who's sixth of the GC. There's been an attack that Stefan Kung, I mean, is anyone good going to follow this? We're going to follow Artem Nitsch. Now, I'm not convinced I'm going to get anything with Nika Sant. I've got the acceleration, but my stats are just poor when it comes to mountain or climbing or anything of that sort. So maximum points today for Stefan Kung ahead of Dimitri Strakov and Matthias Frank maybe, or Michael Honoré, Michael Fröhlich Honoré. Nika Sant in the wheel of Dimitri Strakov. Matthias Frank is going to get all the points here ahead of Stefan de Bod and Stefan Kung. Nika Sant is still here. Dimitri Strakov has exploded, which is quite odd. Something I hadn't planned. Okay, interesting. Stefan Bod and Stefan Kung are on their own in the lead. Matthias Frank is not there anymore. Same can be said for Nitsch. However, we've lost Jan Bakelans. He got dropped with Johannes Frohlinger and Martin Tuesveld. Meanwhile, despite that, we're trying to come back in the main peloton with our Belgian rider, which we're going to try and do. Also, we're trying to lead the peloton with Nika's aunt. Sorry. If we can get some mountain points, that would be rather appreciated. But it's going to be a fight with Nico Schultz. I think we're going to get the points. Yeah, we are, and we're currently tied for the lead of the mountain classification. Right, it wasn't easy, but we managed to bring Bakelans and Frohlinger back in the peloton. However, they're out of energy, so the leadership is indeed going to be given to Louis Verweyck as we're approaching the summit of this final first category climb. There's an attack by Darwin Atapuma, followed by Tanel Kangert and Alessandro De Marche. I didn't want to attack because I didn't think that was going to be an actual attack. Sadly, it looks like it might be one, or maybe not. Who knows? Counter-attack once again. Tanel Kangert trying maybe to get some points for the mountain classification. You never know. Louis Verweyck in a decent position nonetheless. Solid. Alright, Nika Sant has exploded. Same for Frohlinger and Jan Bakelans. Tuesveld can stop pacing like 90. That's not going to work. 8.8k to go. There is one man in the lead. That's Omar Freile. He started to attack in the descent. It's a good attack, but I don't know if it's going to work. Approaching the final meters, probably the final climb. I thought I didn't remember that the road was narrow, so that's probably going to be my downfall today. But Omar Freile still in the lead. Still in the lead. The young Spaniard, the Spaniard from Astana. Can he hold on for the win? He most likely will. The win today for Omar Freile ahead of Magnus Cort Nielsen is going to be a 1-2 for Astana. Bauke Mollema brings home third place. with Lucas Hamilton, Tanel Kangat, and all these guys. Louis Verveek finishes in the main group in what's going to be 13th position. I said his attack probably wasn't going to give him the win. I stand corrected. Win by Omar Friday, 14 seconds ahead of his teammates Magnus Cort Nielsen. 1-2 for the Kazakh team, which means that GC-wise they also take a 1-2. Louis Verveek in a 14th position of the GC, 24 seconds down the road. Mountain-wise, Nika Sant is going to be leading the mountain classification, which is absolutely great. Next up, another hilly stage between Kopalina Soli and Bielsko-Bala. 5th stage of this Tour de Pologne. It's a hilly stage, but I think a good enough sprinter could potentially try to grab the win. However, we have a jersey to defend now, so we're going to send both Nika Sant and Roy Cavers in the breakaway. Mainly, Nika Sant to get the points, Roy Cavers to prevent, to prevent people from getting the points, and also to make sure that he doesn't get out of the delays. That's my main concern with this man. Meanwhile, in the peloton, we're going to stop everyone, and Nika Sant, Roy Cavers are going to go for a long breakaway. Okay, well, the peloton really doesn't want us to go, and by the peloton I mean AG Desert La Mondiale. I'm gonna guess they want someone in the break, but it caused a lot of issues. Mainly, Nika Sant had been blocked by a guy from UAE. I had to attack to come back in the main group. Nikas is doing fine, but the question is, how long can I hold on? Roy Cavers, apparently for now, he's having a good day, which is perfect, because the man is literally carrying me towards hopefully a viable breakaway. Alright, AG Desert finally managed to have someone in the break in the person of Nico Dens, but Nico Dens is not, he's just not strong enough to come back on Nika Sant, because I decided to attack with Nikas to make sure that I wouldn't lose too much time. The peloton is keeping the breakaway at bay, about 3 minutes, 3 minutes 20. Pavel Kochetkov is intertwined between Group E2 and Peloton. Then you have Roy Cavers, you've got Pim Littart trying to stay in the wheel of Roy Cavers. Then Roy Cavers, Nico Dens, and then a minute ahead is Nika Sant on his own. We've started the first category climb, and I can tell you that Nika Sant is giving literally all he has, but CCC doesn't see it that way. I don't know what CCC wants to do with this break, but what's sure is that Nika Sant will not be first at the summit of this climb. I don't know why. I do not know why. I'm hoping that they might slow down. No, they don't even slow down. Luka Mesgec takes the lead. There's an attack by Basso. I don't understand what happened with the CCC team, but we still got 12 points today with Nika Sant. Would have loved to add another 12. Apparently, not going to be a possibility today. Just under 4 kilometers to go. I would like to have Louis Verveek in my train. Don't know if we're going to be able to actually have him. No, okay, we're good. Martin Tuesvelt is currently pacing with Jan Bakelans in the wheel. Just under 3k now. Nika Sant is our sprint leader, but I don't think he's physically able to sprint today. Yeah, he's not going to be able to sprint. So we're going to have to drop him out of the train and try to maybe get the win with Louis Verveek with his impressive 58 sprint and 65 acceleration. No, the win today is for Dylan Groenewegen, ahead of Nicolas Roche actually, who managed to keep second. Ryan Gibbons, Matej Moric, Tanel Kangat, all these guys. Louis Verveek finishes in 10th position. I mean, nothing changes GC-wise, I think. So, yeah, a stage worth nothing. Groenewegen brings another win with Nicolas Roche bringing his first podium, I think, of the year, if I'm correct. Yep, first podium this season for him. Ryan Gibbons, Matej Moric, Kangat, Magnus Cort Nielsen, Atapuma, Friday the Yellow Jazz in 8th position, Luka Mesgec and Louis Verveek to round up the top 10. GC-wise, literally nothing changed mountain-wise. The Nika Sant finally has a lead over his first follower, which is Mikel Frolich-Honoré. Queen stage of this Tour de Pologne, and Louis Verweyck is in a decent enough day, but thankfully he should have some teammates protecting him with, I mean, all they have, including Jan Bakelants, who's on a very, very good day today, +3. Such a shame that he's 6 minutes down. Nika Sant and Roy Cavus are gonna go in the breakaway. I mean, obviously there's some points to take, and we're not gonna mess around. However, the fact that someone like Thomas de Rent is following me is not ideal. It's good because it means the breakaway is gonna win. It's not good because it means he's gonna be better than me in literally every comment. And he is gonna in Conti, sorry, first, then de Rent, Matthias Frank, Nika Sant. There's a lot of points to take today. There's still 72 points available to the taking today. 84, including the first climb that's been already climbed. It's gonna be a solid shithouse stage. So you know who's gonna get some points. I don't think Nika Sant has the legs to follow any kind of moves. It's just like pure chaos out there. Everyone's like already dead, and it's been 20 kilometers. However, for the first time, the peloton appears to slow down. Arslanov though doesn't. Same goes for Matthias Frank, or Louis Mentiès, or Frolich-Honoré. All these guys are gonna get points, and I'm not. That's just not great. Okay, we've made the intermediate sprint with Louis Verweyck, because that means that GC-wise we're now up to 5th, and I haven't used too much energy to try and get these points. Also, points mountain-wise, while we're on the topic of points, I think Nika Sant is safe for now because I have been taking the points with Bakelants and Verweyck. But the jersey could easily change shoulders from Nika Sant to one of my guys. And as expected, Bakelants takes the lead in the mountain classification. I can't risk losing the jersey to anyone else. I'd rather keep the jersey in the team, even if it means losing the jersey with Nika Sant, rather than losing the jersey at all. Right, if things start to move, it's going to be now. There goes the first move. Matej Mohoric attacks in the Pitionovka. Where is he, GC-wise? He is with us. He was in the group that finished just behind Omar Fraile a few days ago. But he's going to get caught up by the peloton. Well, peloton, the group, the yellow jersey group, as I'm going to call it. But 12 riders left. Bakelants has done a madness. He's just incredible today, absolutely incredible. I mean, he's gonna collapse just now, but the man has done so much work today. Just full props to him. I'm gonna try and give Bakelants the mountain jersey, but it's very close. It's what, 16 points to take? 12, so someone to 28. The only one I think that could take the jersey right now would be Louis Verweyck. Final climb of the day, Gubelovka, 3.8 kilometers actually. There goes the move by everyone awaited the yellow jersey, Omar Fraile. I'm not gonna follow that because I'm literally gonna die if I do so. Fraile he's strong, he's very strong. Followed by Matej Mohoric. Then it's the group with Louis Verweyck, Tanel Kangat, Even Souza, and all these guys that don't appear to be attacking. Mohoric dropped by Omar Fraile. Fraile on the road to get a second win on this Tour de Pologne. Meanwhile, Mohoric and Ivan Souza have got a gap over the group paced by Louis Verweyck. I'm going to stop pacing because I'm going to collapse if I continue doing so, and that isn't in my plans. Ivan Souza has managed to catch Matej Mohoric and is now going to be looking to drop Matej Mohoric. Verweyck trying to hold on to this group. We're going to get dropped. We're going to get dropped. We're going to get dropped just before the summit. We're going to get dropped just before the summit by Moscon, Beran, Bennett, Kangat, and Lucas Hamilton. Not ideal. Fraile already at the line. He's got a minute over everyone else. The man is just incredible today. absolutely incredible. And Omar Friday gets the W in Coach Elisco. Second position, Matej Mohoric. Third, even so, no, third, Yanni Moscon. Still going to be an Ineos rider, but not the one you expected. George Bennett. I need to be careful not to lose my position to George Bennett. So that's why I'm literally giving all I have with Louis Verbeek. I think we might have done enough. Finishing in 9th position. Then Bauke Mollema, big loser today. Big time loser, Bauke Mollema. He had done well on the 4th stage to show that he was strong. I didn't think he was that strong. Omar Freley absolutely walked on the peloton of the Tour de Pologne to grab today's win, a minute ahead of Matej Mohoric, and then the group Yanni Moscon counted in the same time as George Bennett, which means that George Bennett is going to overtake me. So I'm now 8th of the GC with Louis Verbeek. Mountain-wise, we're 1, 2, 3, so I think we're good on that side. And there's one final stage, Bukovina Tatranska, Bukovina Resort. It's not a hilly stage, and hopefully we'll have Verbeek in a good day, but I can't ask for everything. Final stage of the Tour de Pologne. I asked for a good day by Louis Verbeek. Not disappointed. +2 for our GC leader. We're gonna send none other than Nikas Arndt back in the breakaway because there's still 60 points to take today. Sergio now in the break with Darwin Etapuma, Jan Tratnik and Yellow Wallace. Good thing is, none of these guys currently have points for the mountain classification. So if I can grab some points here and there with Nikas Arndt, it would be absolutely brilliant. Right, turns out that there's a lot more riders in the breakaway than expected. Starting so Yellow Wallace, Louis Mentiès, Zico Veitens, Nikas Arndt, Arslanov, Matthias Frank, sadly is there. Same can be said for Honoré. Roy Cavus, Nathan Brown, Jan Tratnik, Sajanao, Mashibona, Darwin Atapuma, Pavel Kochetkov, Jose Rada, Jempi Drucker, Adrien Petit, Hermann Bernsteiner, Pavel Poyanski, Jonathan Caicedo, there we go, and Jérôme Cousin. Matthias Frank is already at the very front of the group, so I have to be careful about that, which is why we've got Roy Cavus once again in the breakaway. The man is literally on a mission to bring the mountain jersey home, even if it's currently on the shoulders of another guy in the team. I didn't want to send Jan Bakelans in the break because he's going to be there to protect Louis Verbeek. Attacks by Yellow Wallace started 1.3k to go. Rokavus is here trying to make a decent move, but apparently it's not good enough. Not good enough. Matthias Frank counters Yellow Wallace, and it's gonna be a maximum point for Matthias Frank ahead of Yellow Wallace. Nikas Arndt is gonna fight for 3rd place, and I'm gonna get 3rd place. 42 points for Matthias Frank, who currently takes the lead in the mountain classification. Louis Mentiès has got like maximum points for the next climb. However, Nikas Arndt made a very nice comeback and is currently he's currently 1st of the mountain classification. Roy Cavus is dropped. All of our guys are struggling except Louis Verbeek and Jan Bakelans, thank God. 2 climbs left, and Nikas Arndt has a 4-point lead over Matthias Frank. Right, it's a much harder climb that awaits Nikas Arndt this time. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get any kind of points as the first moves have been made. The first attack by Matthias Frank. We're going to follow Jérôme Cousin because he's the closest wheel we had. We're also going to make sure we don't get dropped in the peloton. But Nikas Arndt is, however, going to get dropped by Jérôme Cousin, and mainly, sadly, by Matthias Frank. Cousin is going to overtake Matthias Frank. Matthias Frank is going to overtake Jérôme Cousin. No, he's not. Actually, he's not. Come on. Caicedo and Pensteiner, mate. Like, do something. No? Okay. Matthias Frank retakes the lead for 4 points. He is ahead of us. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get some points there. The yellow situation is critical for Nikas Arndt. I'm hoping that it's the same for Matthias Frank, but it most likely isn't. It's an easier climb though. Like, it's slightly flatter than the previous one, which I'm hoping might be suiting my sprinting abilities a bit more than my climbing one. But I don't know. I physically don't know how things are gonna go for this this final climb of the Tour de Pologne. 4 points are currently separating Matthias Frank and Nikas Arndt. Jesus Serrada has made the first move. He's followed by Jérôme Cousin once again. Everyone, like, it's the usual group. I just can't follow the attack. If I attack, I am gone. I need to play the long game and hope that they stop, which they have. But Matthias Frank is too good. Matthias Frank is too good. Matthias Frank is going to get the points today and the polka dot jersey. 5k to go. Sorry, 3.5k to go actually. Bauke Mollema made a move on the left-hand side of the road. We're trying to follow it with Louis Verbeek. I mean, ideally I would like to overtake George Bennett. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do so. Actually, I think that following this attack might have killed Louis Verbeek. Not my wisest move. 13 riders left in this group. Even Souza starting to struggle. Omar Fraile being Omar Fraile. And we might gain some seconds or get dropped. Yeah, we're gonna get dropped with Louis Verbeek. Yep, love that. You love to see it. You love to see it. The win for Omar Fraile ahead of Matej Mohoric, Bauke Mollema. There won't be a minute, so he won't overtake me. We're gonna get some time back on George Bennett. We are going to overtake him. That's a fact. Maybe we're gonna overtake Lucas Hamilton as well. Right, we're gonna probably take 7th position of the GC, I suppose. 3rd win for Omar Fraile. This man was just on another planet during this Tour de Pologne, and he deserves the GC win. Matej Mohoric brings home 2nd position of the GC with Yanni Moscon, Daniel Kangert, even Souza in 5th, Louis Verbeek 6th, just 1 place short of the top 5. Points-wise, Omar Fraile brings also the brings the points jersey. Mountain-wise, we've been shafted. Final stage, we finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Matthias Frank just bullied us in the final stage, which is a shame. Matej Mohoric is the best young rider, and the Team Ineos is the best team. But yeah, that was it for this Tour de Pologne. Not my favorite stage. Sorry, not my favorite tour. I didn't have the best team as well. But the next episode will be the Bing Bong Tour. Again, a tour I just really dislike. And then the Vuelta. So yeah, it's technically speaking, the Vuelta should be on the channel Saturday. I'll try my best to keep the rhythm of uploads, but can't guarantee anything. However, Movistar recruit Roglic, Lotus Soudal recruits Sagan. Yeah, Direct Energy recruits Van der Poel. Okay, interesting. Right, but I've been Blackwar. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bat. Snapping with a phone and die. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sit blockbuster.